And there is Daniel Dubois calling out Oleksandr Usyk after he beat Tyson the Gypsy King Fury by unanimous decision. And let me counterpunch. I always say consistency is the key. And that's exactly what Daniel Dubois has showed people, that he is definitely consistent. He called him out yesterday. He calls him out right after the fight. He was allowed to get in the ring being the champion. I think he was the replacement for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is somewhere in a secluded place doing whatever. He judged the fight. But as Daniel states, it's his time. And I think he's doing exactly that. I don't think that Usyk has a problem with fighting him. He said there's no problem. And I think Daniel Dubois is getting exactly what he's asking for. But he still has to beat Joseph Parker, okay? Because we have learned about upsets and people that get too carried away or too confident at times. Not saying that's Daniel Dubois, but it could be Daniel Dubois, where you call out a fight, but you haven't won the fight that you need to win yet. So it's premature. A lot of times that happens in the sport. A lot of times people overlook fighters. Joseph Parker is nobody to overlook, especially the history, the experience that Joseph Parker has. He's a good bloke. He's not a trash talker. He likes people for the most part. He doesn't really have a problem with too many people, really, at all. But I think people have a bad habit of overlooking Joseph Parker, and that is their downfall. Okay, Zhilei Zhang, Deontay Wilder, those guys overlooked Parker, like Parker was this pawn that was set in place just to be beaten and to step on like a damn stepping stone, okay? And to come to find out, that's exactly what he wasn't. That step was a little farther than you thought it was, because he wasn't a stepping stone at all, right? You stepped on an alligator trying to get to the other side. And I think that's what Daniel Dubois needs to focus on, because that's what stands between him and a rematch between the unified champion and him being the IBF champion is Joseph Parker. We could very well much be looking at Parker versus Usyk next year. Who knows? But I do like the energy. I like the attitude that Daniel Dubois has. He has the correct attitude. That's how you do it. You want something, you go out, you ask for it, you demand it. That's what you do, and that's what he was able to do tonight, calling out the unified champion of the world once again, undefeated, and still Oleksandr Usyk. You guys tell me what you think of Daniel Dubois calling out Oleksandr Usyk, interrupting his interview to call him out respectfully. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.